Today we're going to be revisiting an old family favorite, a very well bookmarked cookbook from Mother's collection, A Taste of New England from the Junior League of Worcester, copyright 1990. And today we're going to be doing a spinach lasagna, but this week it's a 2-for-1. We're doing spinach lasagna and we're going to be making one of the ingredients. It calls for 1 quart spaghetti sauce, but with a full garden, and it's coming in. It's such a waste to use store-bought spaghetti sauce when you can make your own. And we're going to be making our homemade garden special spaghetti. This is a family favorite. We call this Charlie's Garden Special after my dad, formerly Grandma Lastlade's Garden Special because he stole it from his mother-in-law. And moving right along. This is kind of a nebulous recipe. It's what's in the garden, and the quantities are pretty much how much you want to make. Freshly picked garden tomatoes, fully ripened. Freshly picked carrots. Freshly picked peppers, several varieties. Freshly picked onions. Freshly picked garlic. Freshly picked basil. Freshly picked parsley. Freshly picked celery. Bay leaves, about 2 to 4. Fennel seeds, about 1 tablespoon. Salt to taste, which is about 1 teaspoon. Pepper to taste, about a ½ teaspoon. Sugar to taste, wine and sherry to taste. I also use straight booze. Now, I'm not really a big drinker. I inherited my dad's liquor cabinet after he passed away in '05, and I don't like to waste things. So I use it in my cooking. Gin works great. That didn't last long. Cognac was awesome. 20-year-old cognac. Today we're going to be using a 30-year-old Johnny Walker. Can't go wrong. Italian seasoning, about 2 teaspoons. And Hunt's tomato paste. I don't use tomato paste. I grow Roma tomatoes. And Romas are mostly meat and very little juice. When you boil them down, they get really pasty. What Dad would do, he would blanch the tomatoes for about a minute, cut the core out, and remove the skins. I skip the blanching process. I core them first, quarter them, remove the seeds, and keep the skins. Place in a large pot and bring to a boil. Add the bay leaves, the salt and pepper, and the Italian seasoning. Peel the garlic and the onion and the celery. Put in the food processor and chop to a medium consistency. Include the celery leaves. Add the rest of the ingredients, pretty much to taste, and then just boil it down. Spinach lasagna, 1 pound of ricotta cheese, 2 cups shredded mozzarella, 1 egg, 2 packages of frozen chopped spinach drained, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 pound of hamburger, 1/8 teaspoon of pepper, 3/4 teaspoons of oregano, 1 quart of spaghetti sauce, 1/2 package lasagna uncooked, 3/4 to 1 cup of cold water, and Parmesan cheese. Mix the ricotta with 1 cup of mozzarella, the egg, the spinach, salt, pepper, the oregano, and the hamburger. In a 9 to 12 inch pan, layer the sauce, the noodles, 1/2 the cheese mixture, the sauce, sprinkle with Parmesan, the noodles, the remainder of the cheese mixture, the sauce, the noodles, the sauce, 1 cup of mozzarella, and some Parmesan. Pour water around the edge of the pan, cover tightly with foil. Bake at 350 degrees for 1 1/4 hours. Now that last step, I skipped the Parmesan and the water. The tomato sauce was moist enough that I could skip the water. Oh, does that smell heavenly? I can smell the tomato sauce. Oh wow, looks great too. Oh yeah. So this is a weird recipe. I had to do 2 recipes. I had to first make the sauce, the garden special sauce, my dad's homemade garden special spaghetti sauce that he stole from his mother-in-law, and then the spinach lasagna. Now the spinach lasagna came from A Taste of New England, from the Junior League of Worcester Incorporated, from Worcester, Massachusetts, copyright 1990. And we modified that recipe a little bit. We added some hamburger and I dropped the Parmesan cheese. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Winner. Absolutely winner. That takes care of lunch for the next week. Well, there's nothing much more to say other than thank you for watching.